This is the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose, where I strategize with business owners on how to grow and scale their businesses to hit their income goals. This is episode 356 of the Influencer Entrepreneurs Podcast with Jenny Melrose. Today, we're going to be jumping into the 7 essential email marketing statistics that every blogger should monitor. Now, before we do that, I want to make sure that if you haven't already grabbed your email list growth guide, that you do so. You can hop into the show notes right within your favorite podcasting app and download it there. Or if you want to send me a DM on Instagram at Jenny_Melrose, you absolutely can do that. Just tell me that you're looking for the email list growth guide, and I will make sure to send it directly to you. All right. So when it comes to email marketing statistics, there are several key questions that matter to bloggers. These questions can help you understand the effectiveness of your email marketing and make informed decisions to improve your strategies. So the first essential email marketing statistic that we're going to focus on is your open rate. What we want to be looking at is what is the average open rate for your email campaigns, your broadcasts. Every email software has a different way of calling these emails, but whether you're using ConvertKit, Flowdesk, MailerLite, MailChimp, you're looking to see what the open rate is when you send an email to your entire list. Then based on the open rate, what we want to take a look at is we want to look at how does that open rate actually change based on the subject line and potentially the time at which you are sending your emails. Sometimes that can make a difference, especially let's say you're a food blogger. Food bloggers often will find that their open rates will increase over the weekends, whereas myself, as someone that does B2B, I'm sending emails to bloggers about business strategies. I find that during the work week, Monday through Friday, my emails actually have a higher open rate. So you want to be keeping an eye on that. And a way in which you can actually improve your email open rate is to make sure that you're doing a resend. So I recommend that if you are sending emails, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is my schedule, then you then send a resend of those same emails the following week on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending upon what works best for your schedule. When you do that resend, you are making sure that you change the subject line. And the software that you are using, for example, I use ConvertKit, allows you to only send a resend to people that have not opened. This way you can increase your open rate. And sometimes that change in subject line is what will impact it so that the open rate increases. The next essential piece of email statistics that we're going to take a look at is your click-through rate. You're looking to see what the average click-through rate is for the links within your email. And you've probably heard me say in the past, I recommend using one link. So you're sending them to one specific either post on your blog, whether it is a specific product that you are selling. I don't recommend having multiple links within an email. I actually recommend that you have one link to one item that you are sending them to. And then you want to take a look at what are the highest types of content that have a high click-through rate, because then you can have a better idea of what types of products and services and content your audience is looking for. You also want to then take a look at, are there certain specific call to action buttons that perform better than others? So whether you're putting a link as a PS, is it an actual button that is saying in there, click to read more, or is it saying, let me in? What is making a difference when it comes to the buttons? The next thing that we want to take a look at, the third one, is your conversion rate. So how many people that were receiving your emails are actually taking the action that you are looking for them to take when they are clicking in your emails? And what type of content is it, again, that people are actually clicking through? The fourth statistic you want to take a look at is your bounce rate. What percentage of your emails are bouncing and where are those emails that are coming from? So one of the ways in which you can grow your list, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this, is to do a summit or a giveaway or a list swap. Are you noticing that many of those emails coming from those particular strategies potentially have a higher bounce rate? Keeping an eye on that and seeing what is effective for you is going to be key. The next element that we want to take a look at is your unsubscribe rate. Are there particular subject lines that your people are just not reacting well to? I once sent an email about taking it to church, and my unsubscribes were more than double of what they usually are. Now, here's what I want to emphasize with this unsubscribes. You want to pay attention to what the subject lines are that are potentially impacting them. But just because you get unsubscribes, it's not a bad thing. I don't want you to take that personally. Unsubscribes are a great thing because if they're unsubscribing, they're not going to take any sort of action anyway. So why would you pay for them to sit on your list as you continue to grow it and sell items? So don't look at the unsubscribes as a bad thing, but also you do want to pay attention. Are there certain subject lines that are forcing your list to want to unsubscribe? This might be political subject lines. It could be church related. It really depends upon what it is that you're using as your potential subject lines. The next thing that we want to take a definite look at is your list growth. How quickly are your email subscribers increasing? And also, where are those email subscribers coming from? Are you seeing that you're doing strategies like a list swap with someone else that has a list where they're promoting your opt-in and you are promoting theirs? Are you seeing a large amount of people coming because of that strategy? Or are you finding that summits work really well as a potential strategy? You need to take a look at what it is that you're doing to improve your list growth. You also could potentially look at your pop-up buttons. Are specific pop-up buttons working better than others? Are there specific opt-ins that are working better than others? So getting a better idea of where your people are actually coming from is going to be key in understanding that list growth. And you really want to get a good idea if you are effectively converting your people that are coming to your blog into email subscribers. You're creating content that's keyword research that answers specific questions, and you want to make sure that you have an opt-in that fits into the blog post that you are creating that are then also in line with the product that you are going to sell them. So really diving into those statistics is going to be important. The seventh element that you need to take a look at is your ROI. What is your return on investment of your email efforts? If you have a list of 10,000 subscribers and you're solely monetizing your site via page views, is it going to equate to the page views that you need in order to be able to afford and pay and see the ROI on that list of 10,000? It really depends, again, upon your open rate and your click-through rate. So that is why you want to take a look at all those statistics into one to figure out what is happening with the ROI that you are spending on your email subscribers. You also then want to take a look at when you run sales campaigns, when you're doing a flash sale or something like that through your email marketing. Are you seeing specific revenue coming from that? Can you also attribute that to your email marketing efforts? All of these 7 elements of your email list are going to be important to really understand your email stats, to be able to take your business to the next level with your email marketing campaigns. So go through, take a look at these 7, and make sure that you're starting to analyze the email stats that you are offered within your software. Don't simply send emails and never go and look at those stats. The email stats, the statistics that are in there, the data that you are given is going to help you improve upon your business. All right, you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Jenny_Melrose. I also appreciate it so much when you leave a rating and review. Just tell me what your biggest takeaway was from this episode. Until next time, I will see you all then.